the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. The Bearcats will kick it away first. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bears offense will take the first swing of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster.
He'll take the deep shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Working well behind the sticks on second down. White wants to throw it. This time on target.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Bears will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll give it to Johnson. And some room to work. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Jones to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt, looking for daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finds his man. It's Porter. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Pass completion, moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way.
Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. White going to attack through the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. To say this is a slow start will be an understatement. They haven't even made the chain gang move yet. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize. Offensively, that's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Jones wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. There he goes! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Going to the run, it's King. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it and still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Bears trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
White wants to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
Sometimes you just don't have to overthink it, right, guys? 2-point play, you don't have to scheme anything. You've got a guy one-on-one, throw it up, let him make a catch, and walk away with 2.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Baylor! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by a field goal over USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The run to the left. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. White going to attack through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
The Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gonna take a shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? White wants to throw it. Got it on the outside, it's Wolf. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. And the Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The give on the counter. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snagged out in the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? White going to attack through the air. He's got an open man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Bears aren't threatening on 1st and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown Bears! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Cincinnati, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught near the sticks, it's Simmons. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Denson. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Gonna look downfield again. Finds a man on the left. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Bearcats look to do some damage in the red zone. On the run, it's coming. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. White wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Porter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Davenport. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bears have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking at a 2nd and short now. On the option. Breaks into the open. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Lofts one high and deep. Man, they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move, it's Covey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Caught close to the marker. It's Simmons. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense set on 1st down. For the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as